Welcome back. We're back in the Red Room, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Lindsey.
I'm David.
And you're back in the Red Room for another episode of the Red Room.
Another week?
Episode 6.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. That's probably the second best one of the series.
I would agree with you, yeah.
Second best
I put
one.
it right behind Empire and yeah. I mean, there's some controversy between you and I on what's, the number 3 best.
Because you like Phantom
Star
Menace.
No, yeah.
That Jar Jar Binks fella, he's going to make it, Lindsey. I'm telling you. That guy.
That's right. You should have never counted him out.
They're going to put him in episode 7, probably.
Oh, no doubt. He'll probably be a major role.
They're gonna do. You heard they're gonna do spin-off episodes of the spin-off series.
Yeah, there'll be a whole episode devoted
just
to
Jar
Jar.
Oh, me so Jar Jar Binks, and I
This
pick
is my
cotton.
movie.
And I pick cotton in the fields. Oh, the most controversial episode ever.
Yeah. That's right.
But for the most part, everything's
Al
going.
Sharpton will be out to protest.
Yeah, motherfucker. Don't even get me started with Al Sharpton. He don't
Al
speak.
Sharpton.
Al Sharpton doesn't speak for all black people. All right, please trust us. We don't. He don't speak for me. I never met the dude. His hair's all right, I guess, but
He does have cool hair.
yeah. You know he was a hairstylist for James Brown.
Well, that explains everything.
Yeah, he was a hairstylist, and this motherfucker acting like we should be paying. You're a hairstylist.
Well, you're a hairstylist for who?
James Brown.
James Brown.
Ow! I feel good.
Don't you think that you would have some sort of definitive or a divine intervention with that? Like you'd feel touched by.
He did.
by
I was
an
a
angel?
like a woman abuser and a drug head or whatever. And a
Oh.
druggie.
Your lights fell over, by the way.
I did.
Over
I
there.
didn't hear that.
Sorry, I don't mean to call attention to something going off screen as there's a dog behind us.
Yep.
This is also the Pet Lovers podcast of choice because we feature a dog.
We feature. This is a different dog. This is my.
This is Lindsay's dog.
my
this
big old
time.
black lab boxer mix.
Yeah.
He ain't big, but he's decent size.
You could put a saddle on him, dude.
Nah, it's not that big. Anyway, I could be like most black people have like a pit bull or a Rottweiler. I'm not. Those dogs scare me. I'm not into that. Nah, I'm good.
No.
I am good on that. But this episode of the Red Room, we're going over, like we almost always do, the top 10 in tech. We'll be also going over weekend box office, the movies upcoming this week, a wacky story or two, and you know what? Maybe some rumors this week. How about some rumors?
Yeah, I definitely got some rumors.
Because there's a big rumor coming out. I don't know, big, but if you love games, this might be a big.
If you're a gamer.
And we'll hit that, and maybe a little bit of the Lent Vatican stuff going on. That's some crazy shit, man. Sorry, Pope. Didn't mean to say shit.
Oh, yeah, you apologizing to the Pope.
Because aren't you supposed to? I'm not Catholic. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't. Isn't he the father? And you're supposed to talk to him and stuff. And I don't know.
I don't know actually.
I know you kiss his
He's got
ring.
the red phone that gets a direct line to God.
But that Pope he looks like
He looks like the Emperor.
He does. He does.
Hey, this is 2 Star Wars references.
And
already.
no Hitler. There you go, Hitler.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah.
Boom, Hitler.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's. You know what? How's your week, my friend? By the way,
Oh.
we bullshitting. How's your week?
Professionally, not so good, but personally, very good.
Well, what happened personally?
Personally?
Yeah.
Personally, it was good. It was Valentine's Day.
Oh, you look at you, little slinger. It was Valentine's Day, honey. Did you take her to the Sizzler?
Yeah. Golden Corral, baby.
Oh yeah. You know, last time I went to Golden Corral, the girl I was dating at the time, she got like.
Oh, you did?
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
She got food poisoning, and let's just say she didn't make it to the bathroom in time. It was awful, and she was crying. Like so, it was a good thing it was her car.
Whoa. Was it going up or going down?
No, it was coming out like at the bottom of her.
Yeah.
So we were driving back, and she was like, "Oh, I don't feel very well," and I'm like, "Oh, it's all right." She's like, "I need to use the restroom." I'm like, okay, we're almost like literally my house is like literally like 2 minutes away. There's no gas station. I was like, okay, just hold on, and we're in her car, which was thank God, and she was start crying, and she was like, "I can't get out." Like what? Why get out? She's like, she couldn't hold it. The food poisoning got a hold of her, and it's food poisoning. She it's not like she was a child. But she was crying because she defecated in her pants, and I can't stop laughing. I was like the worst boyfriend ever. I have a problem.
That was a Valentine's Day?
I don't think it was Valentine's Day. Actually, I think I was graduating from something.
All right.
It was like a graduation thing. But I'm laughing my ass off.
Hilarious.
I have a problem of laughing when human beings cry. It's a really sick problem I have, and I don't know why.
I did not know that, but I like it. I think it's funny.
But it's a really I end up crying when people laugh. I laugh when people cry.
You cry when people laugh?
Because just follow me. When people cry, they're like, when people laugh, they're like, it's close.
It is
so
close.
I end up
It is
laughing.
close.
I end up laughing with them. I'm like, are you crying? You're laughing, and I end up I'm a jerk at the end of the day. So
on a related note to pooping and stuff, I fell down the wormhole on YouTube, a while back. And did you ever see that video of the lady in the white pants that shat herself? She was like a news lady. She was doing an interview, and then she like had to stop, and she was running away, and her white pants were all brown.
No, I feel bad. That's not really fun. That's kind of sad.
That's funny. And then there was the video of the
I feel
girl.
bad. I feel bad for the time because usually as an adult we know how to control our rectums and we can hold it in, we can let it go. But this, sometimes you're sick or you're taking something and you just can't take care of it.
And then there's the video of the girl that was at the spa or whatever, with a bunch of dudes, and something happened and the water turned brown, and that's pretty funny too. I don't know why that's funny to me. I'm really kind of low brow.
Well, because you're sick.
I am a sick bastard.
Yeah, I turned away. My dog was like chewing on something. I love animals, man, but dogs.
I like your animal.
Man, dogs, they're dumb. He'll eat, chew, won't eat on anything. I have a beer bottle cap, and he'll be chewing on it. I'm like, man.
Oh yeah, my dog loves
you
beer.
Fucking idiot! You saw that thing.
Riker, do you have anything to add to the podcast?
He has nothing. And my dog's name is Riker because I like Star Trek. Plain and simple.
Hey, that's.
So
badass. Dude.
It's Riker. His name's Riker after.
I also enjoy
the Trek. Movie's coming out soon. J.J. Abrams.
Into the darkness or into darkness. Sorry.
It can be no dark. Those lens flares.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be dark there.
How's it gonna? I'm pretty sure he's trying to figure out a way that in a black room he can add a lens flare somewhere.
One topic we could hit on in a future podcast, maybe as we get closer to the movie coming out, is the theories that are coming around. Like, is the guy supposed to be an incarnation of Khan?
I don't think
Or is he the guy from the episode where no man has gone before, the guy with the silver eyes?
I cannot see him being Khan. I just can't. I think that would be
Khan!
I think that would just be... It would mess things up. I think he's going to be something, but I can't imagine him being Khan.
Yeah, I think I would be kind of disappointed.
Because
not because I love Wrath of Khan. That's one of the best Star Trek movies.
You can't compete. If you name it, if he's Khan, and you're just going to redo that one, you're going to fail in everybody's eyes because.
Well, it's the second movie of the reboot, and then you're going to basically copy
the best movie of all. How many movies are out?
And the second movie of the original.
Is it 11 or 12
movie series? This will be number 12 coming out.
Yeah,
and was it Odd Treks suck? So this one should be safe.
Yeah, but 09 was good. So
it was the exception. They had to make up for Nemesis.
Nemesis.
No one's gonna get that. That's kind of an inside joke.
Yeah, it is.
But it's okay.
It's alright. It sounds funny. So go next time somebody says Nemesis, just make it sound funny.
Yes, or Genesis.
Or Genesis. Yeah. So I had a good week myself. Thanks for asking, by the way, you selfish bastard.
Oh, how was your week?
It was good. I what I did today? I just watched last week's Walking Dead. I'm not into usually all the shows that are like Walking Dead, The Wire, Breaking Bad, and all that. The Shield. I usually don't get into shows that everybody's watching.
Yeah, me either.
But this one was one I really did enjoy watching.
Everyone else is talking about it. I haven't gotten into it.
I love The Walking Dead. I watch it usually. I'm happy it's back. Got me all my juices going. I know I just watched last week's. I TiVo them or DVR them, and so
did
I'm getting ready.
TiVo it?
Yeah, I TiVo
it. Did you DVR it?
I did one of those things. I recorded digital video.
Did you type it?
No, I didn't type it.
When I was young, we typed things.
Well, you
ever have your parents say, take that Nintendo tape back to the store?
No.
Oh, yeah. No, when I was a kid.
We bought stuff.
Well,
or
we rented it. We rented it. Oh, God.
That's and awesome. The racism's killing me.
Hey, it's okay. If I said it, it would be wrong.
Yeah. Don't you say it. That's my word.
No, sir.
Well, we've been BSing, but no, The Walking Dead was really, really good this week. Last week, I guess. If you're listening to this on Sunday, it was last Sunday's. It was great. It was great. I enjoyed it. Tense. It's a survival show. I know people are like, I don't really care for zombies. The zombies are kind of a set piece. It's more of a survival show. It's more about what will happen if everything went to shit. There's no society anymore, and human beings are really fending for themselves. And there's only a small group of human beings left. So it's more it doesn't have to be zombies. You can transplant this with a disease or a catastrophe or some type of a natural event. And and that's what the show's about. It's about human survival and what how far would you go to keep everybody you know and love safe. And it's it's a pretty good show. The only thing people have had like comments about it is sometimes poor character writing, and
every show has that.
The last 2 seasons they had a problem. Well, they had a problem with killing off every time they brought a new black person on. They'd kill off the old black person. And, and I'm not bringing this up.
Well, you keep your quotas.
And I'm not bringing this up as like haha. Like it wasn't. You can look. People were like, man, every time because they did it 3 or 4 times.
Science fiction, homie. The black guy always dies. Always.
Yeah. Right now they have a plethora of Afro Americans. They have.
If you were a black red shirt on Star Trek, you were fucked.
I never saw a black red shirt die in Star Trek TOS.
The episode.
No, talking about TOS, not TNG.
Oh, TOS. No.
No, I never saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, TNG that happened.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
I'm thinking of the episode where Silence has lease. By the way.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The black guy does.
Haskell.
Yeah. Bam. All right, let's get into some top tech.
We're already geeked out.
Like we've been doing the last couple of weeks.
10 minutes into this, and I've geeked out like 4 times.
Yeah. Let's get to the top 10 of the week. Let's get into. We're not like we did the last couple weeks. Let's not go over everything. We're going to go over just the few main points that we talking about, and B that we think are interesting. Find like always, you can find this at Mashable.com. The top 10 of this week. All right. Dave, you want to go ahead and start this bad boy off?
Yeah, 3D printers build RoboHand for this little kid.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it looks like the Rise of the Machines. Oh my God!
Or
Skynet's online.
It's or like the hand from Terminator 2. He's giving the thumbs up.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
but it does. It looks like Terminator. It looks like a Terminator hand.
Yeah. So this number.
I mean, the kid looks happy and all, but
the kid has no hand, obviously. So this thing builds a robot hand for a child. 3D printers are awesome. So
Cyberdyne Systems.
Yeah.
T101.
All right, and number 2.
Is that all you had on that one?
Yeah, it's all.
I didn't mean to throw you off.
No, it's fine. Let's move on. So number 1 was robot hand made by a 3D printer, which is an awesome idea.
Yeah.
These 3D printers are going to create everything. You just can't wait till it creates a vagina, and then we don't need any women.
We won't even have to deal with women.
Mm-hmm. All
right. You want to do this one?
All right, let's go. Stormfly wristband.
All right.
There is a plethora of flash drive wristbands available, but this one actually has your whole operating system right on this little wristband, jump drive, or flash storage device. The idea is that maybe whatever type of tablet, maybe you're carrying like one of the Chrome OS books, like you hacked it, you took the Chrome OS off of it, and then you put this little Stormfly on there. It would actually work pretty cool. It's pretty cool if you had a Linux-based computer that is kind of blank. You can. I can't lie. I don't know. I would never use this.
Yeah.
I'm too. Most of my computers have an operating system already on them. I don't really need. I don't really need to carry a second operating system on it. I don't need Ubuntu on my phone or my computer.
Yeah, I'll learn how to use whatever OS is on there. I mean, it's like my cell phone.
Well, you're an old man. You have Windows 98. keep it classic.
Millennium Edition.
Of course, that's the only edition there is. All right. Let's move on. We're moving right on.
Yeah. We gotta admit it's just kind of a slow week.
This is a slow week. There's a lot of rumors and stuff, but this one is so cool. Number 6 on the list of Mashable's top 10 of this week: a robotic fish that looks like the real thing. Now, it's a little toy fish. It's gonna swim around. Your fish aren't gonna die anymore. The cool thing I like about this is it looks
Wait, how does it keep your fish from dying?
Well, it's not going to die. If you buy this, it's not.
Okay. I thought you meant
it's replacing your fish. So
okay.
Have you ever bought fishes before?
Yeah,
I have.
They always die.
They always die. I don't care how well you treat them. A fish will die, and this is going to be kind of cool. Like, so you replace this, you can place your fish tank and put this robotic fish in there. It looks like I don't know if any people like Red Dwarf. I love Red Dwarf, but he had a robotic fish. That's what's reminding me of it. It made me laugh so hard. That's what I loved about it. Whenever I see something in movies or television from the past and we're actually doing them now, I just want to yay, the future!
The future's
yay!
It kind of reminds me of one of the like those enemies you run into on Sonic.
Yeah, I can see that. It kind of does. But yeah, I'm just happy that the future's coming because. It's been a while. I've been waiting for my robotic fish because my real fish die too quickly.
Yeah.
There's some rumors about the HTC One.
Looks sexy.
I love cell phones. Like I've said probably a billion times on this podcast. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's still rumors. I know EV Leaks has a rendering of what they're pretty sure it's going to look like and all this other great stuff. But I think the 19th of this February 19th. I don't know when you're listening to this, guy. So what's the 19th? That's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I believe they're going to actually do a true announcement of this phone. It looks cool, small bezel. It kind of looks like the J Butterfly that's in Japan, and also the Droid DNA. It's going to be in that type of line, kind of rounded off corners. It's a candy bar phone. The really thing cool, it looks like it has speaker grills on the top and bottom of it. I'm guessing, I don't know all the specs because nobody does, but I would guess it has a 1080p screen. It probably has anywhere from 8 to 13 megapixel camera on the back of it.
Think it'd be dual core or quad core?
It'd be quad core. They're not making any it's gonna be the number one phone. It'll be a quad core processor. Probably the new Snapdragon S3 Pro. So the pros. I really have not much more to say about this. It's if you really want to know about this phone, it's probably February 19th will be the day to know about it. But it's a pretty cool, sexy phone. The rendering they have. I just hope we get to see it. I do kind of miss the chin the HTC used to put on their phones, though, back in the day. Personal opinion. I used to have the HTC Hero, which was the shit.
That was a nice phone.
All right. Adidas are making some BA sneakers, Dave.
Yeah, I saw that.
These sneakers have a different type of foam in there.
Yeah, I mean, the picture here links to a video, video that Adidas has that shows how it absorbs impact.
Yeah.
Seems nice. Kind of looks like packing foam at the bottom of the shoe.
It does.
Here's some styrofoam.
Here's some styrofoam. Put it on the back of your shoe, and you'll jump higher and run faster. Whatever happened to those PJ Flyers? Remember the shoe in Sandlot? Did you ever see Sandlot? Are you too old for that shit?
No, I saw Sandlot. I don't remember.
The shoes that he was wearing?
I was watching it for baseball, not fashion.
No, remember the end of the shoes where he's like, these shoes make you jump higher and run faster, and he gets the ball from the dog. And
I do remember that, actually.
I can't remember the name of the shoes.
I don't remember the shoes, though.
All right, tweet us at the Red Room Review if you know the name of the shoes, because I really would love to know the name of those shoes. I think they were something Flyers. I don't know. Yeah.
Now I remember.
They're pretty good. Those are like the moment of it. I just like at the end of the movie where like they're grown ups and he has that like 80s mustache that he's wearing as a grown up. Like,
I play professional baseball and molest kids on the back, on the side.
I'm sorry, mustaches, they're out.
Yeah.
I know people like, unless you want to be a cool Serb mustache, but that's about it.
Everyone keeps trying to bring stashes back, but they don't.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. Every time, if I have a mustache, I look like Carl from from Family Matters.
Thought you were gonna say Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
No, from Family Matters. I'm black, dude. Come on now. I look like
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I automatically whenever I have a mustache, I automatically think I look like Carl. The guy, the actor who played that.
Carl
Winslow. But he's on
he was on Die Hard.
Die Hard. I shot a kid.
I hope somebody.
They can tell you how to live. They can tell you how to shoot a gun. They can't tell you how to live with problems.
I'm curious if somebody on YouTube ever mashed that up with a scene from Family or Family Matters with like that line from Die Hard. That would be kind of.
I'm pretty sure somebody has.
I'm sure somebody's already done that. All
right, number 10, Apple's smartwatch. This is a rumor that's been floating around for a while. Apple's going to make a television last year. Apple's going to make this. Apple's going to make everything. There's a rendering of it. There's a lot of smartwatches out there. It makes sense they would make a smartwatch now that Google is making a Google Glasses. They got to make something, but it's not going to be clear. It's not going to be transparent. It's not going to have flexible.
Who's going to use it?
It's not going to. I'm looking at this render right now. It's like it's a clear screen and it's flexible. No, it's not going to look anything like this. It's going to.
I get the impression that your guess is as good as theirs.
Yeah, this is. People want Apple to do everything. I know there's some Apple fanboying girls out there, and now I'm recording this on an iMac, a brand new one. I love Apple iMacs. I'm not gonna. I love their iOS. I love their OS. Love Mac OS. But Apple doesn't really innovate too many things anymore. They just kind of copy and paste things. Now their hardware is great, but they don't really go far out on limbs on products. So please hold your breath on this. I'd be very surprised if this ever comes to light. This might be something internally that they're trying, and we might never see.
Because could be a trial balloon too.
Here's the thing: companies try this stuff all the time. They make products and prototypes in their labs, and they never bring them to light. So just I know a lot of the Apple smartwatch stuff's going out there. Just slowly roll people on those Apple smartwatches because we'll see what happens when it happens. That's my things on all technology. Don't if your friend's saying they're going to make a transportable phone that gives you a BJ, don't go out and spend your money or wait until it comes out. Just relax.
Yeah, I might do that actually.
Yeah.
If it gives a BJ, a good BJ anyway.
Yeah, I think every guy keeps a good BJ or girl.
That is physically impossible.
Oh, you know what I mean. You got me. They like giving good BJs. All right. as that fell down to
look at
nothingness.
Top Gun dropping down there.
What? Which
Top
one?
Gun 3D.
Oh man, it did fall. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
We're moving on to the box office.
Weekend box office. This was Valentine's weekend, so hopefully you took your woman out to a movie. You might have took her to see A Good Day to Die Hard, and that means you probably didn't get sex that night because she was like,
my best friend's wife took her out took him out.
"Well, that's nice." Maybe.
So,
So A Good Day to Die Hard is the number one. We're doing first the sum. I'm not gonna screw the anticipation. We'll do anticlimactic. We'll go 1 through 10, and I'll hit some of the.
we'll make fun of the lower ones, right?
Hell yeah, we'll make fun of the lower ones. And I'll go over some reviews I've heard from other people. I have not seen these movies yet, so I'll just go over the reviews that has been up and spoken about. Hey, number one, A Good Day to Die Hard. It's a Fox Studio production, and we all know the story of John McClane, the cop who just always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Or, as TBS would say, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Yeah. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. You ever
yeah.
see Major League, like when it was edited for TV?
No, they should stop doing this. When they edit movies
that
for
was
TVs,
hilarious.
they end up doing a
Strike
really
this
poor job.
Guy out.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
I was like, they had to put those words in there because, they say the F word. So,
yeah. Mr. Falcon.
Mr.
I like
Falcon.
That. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
But no, A Good Day to Die Hard is the 5th installment of the Die Hard series, or saga. I like to say saga. It sounds more debonair and proper. Saga.
Sounds like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, this movie cost $92 million to make. It made $33 million so far this week. This is the total gross. I've heard nothing but bad things about this movie. I heard it's not a Die Hard movie. John McClane in the last two movies, this one and Live Free or Die Hard, has become a superhero. He's become a guy who's unbreakable and can basically do anything and get thrown from great distances and get up. The great thing about the first Die Hard, and I would say the third Die Hard, is that you had a guy who is really in the wrong place at the wrong time, trying to do the right thing, and just ends up getting crapped on by all the situations. He's bleeding. He's hurting. He's going through some type of emotional and physical torture, but he always comes out either by his ingenuity or his just plain hard-headedness. And I think these last two Die Hard, they've gone away from that. And then they need to watch 1 and 3 again and see why people love this. Because 2 was a shit fest, but I don't know. A Good Day to Die Hard, it was number 1, and I don't know how long this will stay up there, but I'm glad because they've already said they're going to make the 6th one, and I'm guessing this is just a guess. So the first 2 were about his wife. The third one had nothing to do with his wife.
Yeah, they talk about it,
but she's not in it. He's not saving her or helping out.
No.
And
they're divorced.
And number 4, Live Free or Die Hard, he's saving his daughter. And number 5, he's saving his son.
Right.
So number 6, the whole family's back together again. Boom. Mind blown. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. They're going to do number 6, and because him and his wife has been divorced or estranged for years now, maybe they'll find a way to put them all back together and get them all in some type of loving atmosphere that he saves her ass again, and he gets mad.
Close it out,
yeah, and they need to close it out because Bruce Willis is getting old for this shit. So
too old. He's too old for this shit. Like Danny Glover.
Yeah, definitely. Man, hold your mic a little closer, like angle it towards your face a little bit, because
Are you not hearing me very well?
I'm hearing you, but sometimes it sounds like you're fading away. Yeah.
Oh crap, man. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Number 2 was Identity Theft. This was number 1 last week. Again, that has Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman in it.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but bad things. The first about this movie,
it's doubled its budget, man.
But it's doubled its budget. Then I'm not sure it'll be
another.
another. But this will make sure that this will say that Melissa McCarthy is a box office draw, and I'm happy for her.
Yeah,
I have nothing wrong with the person. I saw. Did you ever see Bridesmaids with her in it?
No.
Yeah,
it
was
a
comedy.
dude and I don't watch those kind of movies.
It's not bad.
Were there any
Tim from
explosions?
Tim and Eric is in there.
Oh, well, that makes
He doesn't have. I don't think he has like one line, but he's
in it.
Yeah.
Well, like if a movie was it Bridesmaids?
Yeah.
Did Bridesmaids have explosions?
They're shitty explosions. Like a girl takes a shit in a wedding dress
Okay, maybe I will
in the middle of
watch
the street.
Okay.
The movie's not bad, Bridesmaids, but it's 2 hours long.
Ugh.
Listen to me, Hollywood. No comedy needs to be 2 hours long. An hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 is it. I hate long comedies because you know what? After a while, I'm just getting angry. I forgot the story. I'm pissed off that I've been sitting in the theater for 2 hours and on a comedy.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there.
Yeah. All right, but Identity Theft just dropped one spot. It has definitely made his budget up. So,
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman will keep having careers. And good for Jason Bateman, too, because he really thought Teen Wolf killed his career. Teen Wolf 2. He was a up-and-coming teenage actor, and then he did Teen Wolf 2, and his career was irrelevant until Arrested Development.
It makes me kind of want to watch that movie again. I remember watching.
Remember
it
he's
as
a boxer?
Kid. Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I watched that movie as a kid, and as a kid, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
you know Teen Wolf 2? That Michael J. Fox short connect. Look at Jason Bateman. He's kind of short and looks like him. Oh,
Not even close.
We'll make him a boxer.
Safe Haven. What's that movie about?
Safe Haven has that Josh Duhamel, and I don't remember the girl's name, unfortunately. Basically, a woman comes into the life of this gentleman who just lost his wife. She moves in from out of town, and she's running for stuff. It's by the same person who wrote The Notebook and all this other crap. His stories are
what it is.
His stories are all the same. I forgot the name of the writer, but he writes the same book stories over and over again. Nothing really changes in any of his stories. So I'm guessing that what's going to happen. I've never seen this movie, but let me tell you what happened in this movie. I'll tell you verbatim what happened. So this woman moves in town. She's hiding a secret from this guy that she falls in love with and meets. First of all, she doesn't want to fall in love, probably.
Probably not.
She doesn't want to fall in love
because
because she's running, and he is just now opening his heart up because his wife died, and he has kids. So he opens his heart up. They finally fall in love, but her past just won't let it go. There's a big reveal of her past. It's not big. It's not as big as we thought it would be, but
what is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Is she a Nazi or something?
I don't know. Whatever her past is, she's running from. It'll be revealed, and it won't be that big. There'll be a fight. He'll be upset that she didn't tell him right from the get-go because she probably should have told him from the get-go. She'll run, and then they'll run away. Then he'll come finding her and say, "I don't care about your past. I love you." And boom, roll credits. That's about how that's going to end. And you know what? Women who go see these movies, it's sad because every guy in that theater knows how that movie is going to end. You know it's going to end with them together. There's no suspense in these movies. There's no thriller. They're going to end with both couples to get them together in love and walking into the sunset. Which they really should show that 2 years later. Say that bitch can't keep her. She lies about everything.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
you know, but it's whatever.
Yeah, like Safe Haven 2, the divorce.
Yeah. But and it probably has something with a beach because that guy loves beaches. Notebook. He did another movie with Zac Efron he loves beaches. I don't know. Again, not bring race in anything, but there's something about pretty white people with problems that America just loves. I don't even care if they're pretty. I don't care if they're white. Just show me people, normal looking people. Josh Duhamel, he's a good looking dude. The girl's a beautiful woman. Show me. You're a really handsome 6-pack looking guy. You can't find a woman, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, stop.
Shut up,
please.
Show me a guy with a beer gut and a mustache, and tell me who has comic books and lives with his mom. Show me a movie about him getting laid that I might.
I would watch.
I would
watch that. Yeah.
Show me a movie about
a romantic comedy. Yeah, I would. I would watch it just.
Show me
to spite.
Show me the movie about the woman who works at Joanne Fabrics getting laid, because that's because that woman. And
then she gets she gets wrongfully accused for stealing candy, and almost fired, and it's like a big drama.
Yeah. Give me something realistic. This is the two tropes that I'm really upset about Hollywood. The nerdy guy always gets the girl trope. You know what? In real life, guys, the nerdy guy doesn't always
ever.
It happens sometimes, guys. Don't get me wrong. Nerdy geeks do get.
Don't even try.
But the hot popular girl goes like, screw this football player guy with a full ride scholarship who gets a 4.0 GPA. Also, here's the thing: athletes are all dumb. Mostly high school athletes, because everybody's not going to the NFL. Geeks are always cool and smart and nice people, because how many geeks I've made that are just complete assholes.
Yeah.
So but Hollywood always uses these tropes and thinks it's easiest for us to buy into, and it really
I think there's kind of a little bit of an insult of intelligence. And this movie made its budget back too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing just a beach in a sandy town and some a small quiet town because that's what they're always at. So
yeah, it's not too hard to do. I'm kind of glancing at some of these movies and the budgets they've done.
Yeah. All right.
We'll cover.
Let's move on. Number 4 is Escape from Planet Earth, a cartoon.
I thought it was like another John Travolta, Scientology kind of movie.
No. It's a cartoon. It's basically about these aliens trying to. They came to Earth and they get the hell out of there. It made $16 million this weekend, and its budget was 40. So I don't think they'll make it. They're number 4.
Yeah,
so number 3 was Safe Haven. And by the way, Safe Haven brought in.
It's week 1.
Safe Haven brought in $21 million. Right. Actually, the top 3 were all pretty close. With A Good Day to Die Hard brought in 25. Identity Theft brought in 23. Safe Haven brought in 21. And Escape from Planet Earth brought in 16. So that's when the drop-off happens.
Yeah.
But you know what? This probably won't make back as money. Escape from Planet Earth brought in $16 million. Budget's 40. It probably will drop. I've heard nothing but bad things. This is kind of like they've made these movies over and over again.
Yeah.
Mars Needs Moms. The one I've seen personally was Planet 51. They had Dwayne Johnson in it, and he was a human being like went to this other planet. It was awful.
Yeah. That's
but Hollywood's will keep making this if kids keep seeing it, and parents keep taking their kids to see it. So it is what it is. We had a big drop. The number 2 last week is now number 5 with Warm Bodies. So it was surprising. I'm kind of surprised. I've heard nothing but good reviews about Warm Bodies, and I'm surprised it's teenage love kind of and zombies. People love zombies. I love zombies. So,
yeah, but
it made $9 million this weekend. $50 million overall. I don't have a budget. It can't be that expensive. Their settings, they're not,
Yeah, they're not real elaborate.
Yeah, not real elaborate. Not too much CG. But $9 million is doable. Good for them. It also had a drop off in theaters. It lost 112 theaters, so that's always going to hurt you a little bit. So
Beautiful Creatures.
This is they're advertising, like literally, not like subliminally advertising this Hunger Games and / Twilight. That's actually what the words are saying on the screen.
And
It's like Twilight beats the Hunger Games.
When you know it, they aren't doing that good.
No, they're not. They brought in $7.4 million this week. $10 million overall.
That's what they
$16 million
for trying to advertise like that.
But you know what? I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. The people that I trust, a few people I trust, say this movie's better than Twilight. Better actors, better everything. But you know what? Sometimes you're a little bit late for the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And I think the girls watching Twilight are getting a little bit older. I think Twilight's going to be a movie they're going to watch. Those sagas are going to be something that they watch when they're 20. Like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
There's movies in my... Wait, let's do a little bit. What movies did you watch and love as a child that you hate now as an adult? Or you're like, man, I was a fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, we were talking about Top Gun a few weeks ago. I loved it as a kid, and I still like it for nostalgia reasons, but not for... like if I were to see it for the first time now, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And the same for some of the other movies in the 80s. I'm just trying to think of some
mine is?
movies that are best left in
you
the
know
80s.
You know what I loved? Turtles in Time. Teenage
That
Mutant
was a
Ninja Turtles
game.
number 3.
It was a video game.
I'm talking about the movie.
That movie's...
I was a kid when the movie came out, and I loved it.
Did you see AVG and he roasted it, dude?
Oh, man, I love that movie. I watched it probably 2 years ago. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this movie?
Yeah, what is wrong with that?
I was like, oh, man, I loved it.
It's like they go back to feudal Japan.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Really, why? Yeah.
Nothing made sense.
Yeah.
Watching, I was like, man, what the hell's going on in this saga?
What the hell?
But I loved that movie growing
up.
Yeah, that was probably my biggest one that I thought when I was a child. It was great, and it was a piece of shit now.
Side Effects. You have anything to add on that one?
Side Effects went from number 3 to number 7, so that's about it.
That's a thing.
That is a thing. It brought in $6 million, just $6.3 million. Overall, it's made $19 million. Good, a lot of good reviews. I don't have the budget, but it dropped. More movies come out. It's February, guys.
Yeah. Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook was number 4 last week. Now it's number 8.
It's been around for a while.
Been around 14 weeks,
and it's.
So it's gonna
quadrupled its budget.
Yeah, it's gonna make $100 million, and it only costs 21. So great for them. Great, Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel.
Witch Hunters, they made $3.4 million, and overall they've almost made their budget back. They'll make it.
They'll make their budget. They'll make their budget.
They'll make their budget back.
But they're not going to do it convincingly enough to.
There's never going to be a second one.
No.
And rounding up the top 10, Zero Dark 30 has stayed in there, bringing in $3.1 million overall. $88 million and $40 million was its budget. So, again, it made its budget back. It doubled it. Then, of course, they're not going to make a second one unless it's Search for War, Osama bin Laden's cousin or something.
Yeah. Zero Dark 30.
But, top 10 this week was pretty solid. No huge drops and nothing too surprising.
What was number 11, Lindsay?
Huh?
What was number 11?
Mama.
You always go,
Mama. I like either one of those.
Mama.
Yeah, there's nothing I don't see in here that I would be. Django dropped from number 9 to number 15.
Yeah.
So that's a huge drop for them, but they made, it's like I said, $56 million on Django, so it's been out for 8 weeks, and it's probably time for that movie to die. I'm surprised The Hobbit did not last as long as it should have. Like, if you can compare The Hobbit compared to the other movies.
Yeah, but look how much it made.
Yeah, that probably made in the first 2 weeks, though. And that still made nothing compared to the original, the first
They will do that again.
trilogy. They're going to make 3 of these movies. They've already made 2 of them, I think. All right. All right. That's
all right.
That's by the end for the movies. Let's see what's coming out this week. Your buddy Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You see, he doesn't go by The Rock anymore. It's just Dwayne Johnson now.
That makes sense.
He moved past hey guys.
Yeah, I think that
guys, I've been making more movies now because he hasn't been wrestling probably in almost 10 years.
He was coming back.
He does he comes there like, hey, I need a paycheck real quick. Hey, WWE. But for the most part, he doesn't do it full time. He hasn't probably wrestled full time for, I'd say, early 2000s.
Yeah, that's not bad.
He's been moving, and good for him because a lot of times, remember the Hulk Hogan tried to make a
Tropic Thunder. No. What was it called? Thunder in Paradise. Something like that.
Yeah,
it
was a television show with a boat.
Yeah, they had a boat.
It was like
that was like 95, 96.
He tried to make
area.
A lot of the guys in WWE have tried to make a name for themselves outside of this, and he's actually done it. He's actually became a really good actor. The thing with this guy, The Rock or Dwayne Johnson, he played football at the University of Miami with Warren Sapp and all his boys, and then after that he went and dominated WWE, and now he's a movie star.
Yeah, good for him.
Good life, man. In this story, Dwayne Johnson's the father whose teenager is wrongly accused of drug distribution crime and is sentenced to 10 years in jail unless he snitches or becomes a narc for the government to bring down the drug traffickers. Well, Dwayne Johnson, the father of this kid, does not want his son to go do it, so he decides, hey, I'll take up the mantle. I'll go do it. And that ensues crazy crime fighting, probably action-packed bullshit.
And the other movie worth mentioning is Dark Skies. It's just about, aliens and
it's a girl from, it's that Kira Russell girl, the girl from, I think she was on Felicity. I think that's what she was.
Yeah.
And she's on that new show, The Americans, on FX. I guess she's on there. There's aliens and nightmares and looks kind of interesting. It's coming out limited, not nationwide, so you might need to check your area near you.
Yeah, check your local.
Both those movies are rated PG-13, so probably not too no cursing, no drugs or
Wait, PG-13?
Yeah.
There's gonna be cursing and drugs in there.
Like, not drugs, but like nudity. It can't go too. It can't be too hard.
Have 4 solid hours of naked breasts in it.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice. Also, let's talk about. That's movies coming out this week. I probably wouldn't see. I might go see Dark Skies. I probably wouldn't see Snitch. That seems like a rental.
I think that's a DVD. Yeah.
Yeah, Redbox.
Catch it on Netflix.
Definitely. All right, what's coming? Let's talk about the Pope, man. What's going on with the Pope? What's going on with your boy, Pope Benedict, man?
He's not my boy.
Aren't you Catholic?
No.
I thought all white people were Catholic.
No.
Is that just racist?
That's a wee bit racist.
The Pope has resigned under some unknowing circumstances. They don't really know why he just came out. They're like, hey, Pope's not coming back.
I'm not sure either. All I do is the guy looks like the emperor.
If you had to give me
I am the Senate.
I am the Senate. Give me your. What would you think? Like,
Oh, you mean like why he would resign?
Yeah.
Well, he does have like kind of a weird history. Like he was in Hitler Youth.
Okay, well that's like we knew this when he
Yeah, we knew
Pope.
that coming in, but I mean maybe they uncovered something bad. Like,
And let's be honest. If you were in Germany back then,
custodial at Auschwitz or something, you know.
if you were 18, if you were in Germany, they made you do it. So it was like it was forced.
Yeah. So that's probably not it. Well, you know, and of course you always, I hate to say this, but you often associate, the Catholic Church with just sex scandals.
You think he's? I think that would come out.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking this might be. He's 89, right? Or 80.
He might just want to.
Might have dementia.
I'd
be worried about.
Yeah, he might have tried to address everybody in a Speedo or something like that. And everybody's like, no, Pope, and he's like, oh, I'm dressed. No, you're not. Oh my God, this guy's.
There's health reasons and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
I don't think there's any.
And he just wants a few months or a year or something in peace.
Maybe he wants to go get some sex.
Maybe he wants to lose his virginity.
I'm going to die. I'm going to lose my virginity. I don't know. Is he German?
He is Polish, actually, I believe.
Well, so there'd be a new pope. You have any idea for who's going to be the pope? Who's running for the next pope?
My bet is on Cardinal O'Felly or something.
I kind of want to be a pope, just for like a week. So I'd make.
I'm rooting for an Irishman.
As a pope, you can. As a pope, you can make a bunch of weird shit, like one pope made up purgatory, and then another pope said there's no such thing as purgatory.
I would bring it back if I were pope. We're bringing back purgatory.
I would say that instead of confessions, every woman of age must give the pope a blowjob.
That'll really go over well.
And make blowjobs not part of sex. So think about this. Everybody can get a blowjob.
If I was Pope, I'd say, hey, you guys can use birth control. There's like 7 billion people on the planet.
Well, that's how they propagate their religion.
Well, there's the problem with that is that, not everybody's, not every Catholic that's having like 20 kids is converting.
Well, if you tell every Catholic they have to give you 10% of their income, and then you tell them that they can't have kids, so they have 10 kids. That's more income, dude.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church has been around longer than any other government. Look, they've been around since how long? How long has the Catholic Church been around?
About 2,000 years, homie.
And how many governments have fallen since then? Almost all of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, Rome. Name it. You name it.
Yeah. So every government has fallen since then, and they're the oldest government they have. They have their hands, claws, in the hearts of millions and millions of people, and they don't want to lose it. And I don't blame them. I'm not gonna get in a big religious talk because
that's kind of not our thing.
Not our thing. But the rumors are our things. And there's
rumors are our things.
There's another picture of the upcoming PlayStation 4 controller. Looks like a kind of a normal PlayStation controller.
Is it wired? What the hell is going on there?
I don't know. It might be.
Maybe it's for charging.
Yeah. Looks like there's a little.
Surely it wouldn't be wired.
Small little screen on front of your camera. And in front, looks like a small screen in front of your controller.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some sound coming out of it. It kind of looks more like an Xbox controller, doesn't it?
It has. No, it doesn't. It looks like a PlayStation controller, but it does borrow a little bit from it. And they probably saw the Wii U and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do that."
I'll say this personally. I grew up my first major like when I was a hardcore gamer was probably the PS2 with PlayStation 1. And when they came up with the DualShock controllers with the pads on PS1, when they got later on to it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I still think that controller, in my opinion, is the most awesome to hold in your hand. I don't have a PlayStation 3. I am a Xbox 360 user, but if I kind of, I'll see how it happens. The titles have to come out for the PS4, and whenever the 720, whatever the Xbox is going to be called, comes out, I'll have to check out both of them.
I can tell you already that I'm going to probably go for the next Xbox.
But see, you become a fanboy. You fall something and you fall in love with it.
I like Halo.
I personally like to change things up. Okay, well, you can still play Halo on Xbox 360.
Yes, but I mean the new Halos. You know how that is. It's like I'll have to buy a Wii U eventually because they'll have Zeldas out, and I want to play those too.
All they're doing is rehashing the old Zeldas.
Yeah, I like those.
Why can't you just play them on the original system then?
Because they're new games.
They're the same exact game.
No, they're not the exact same game.
Okay,
homie.
so
it's a new reiteration. You're not. Your point's
okay,
weak.
so if they remake another Ocarina of Time, that's not the same exact game.
I'm not talking about remakes. I'm talking about a new game.
Well, Anyway,
I mean,
so the rumors are
completely different.
The rumors are the PlayStation 4 is going to come out sometime around holiday of 2013. I highly doubt that.
We'll see what we find out at E3. I find it hard to believe as well.
I really do believe that we will not see the next PlayStation until 2014. It'd be awesome if they could. But that's a lot of production.
That is.
It's a lot. Here's the thing: if they're doing that, if they're going to make enough production for the PlayStation 4 for the holidays, they'll have to start. That means they're making it now. That means they've already had the final build for it, and they're already making it. There are rumors about.
Yeah, I would say they're already in production. If
they'd have to be getting ready,
really close.
They'd have to start production really soon, like by summertime.
At least by Memorial Day or something.
Yeah, so and that means they have to have their final product. They couldn't.
So in other words, come E3, it would be a playable, ready to roll. This is what you're going to get.
Well, you know what? We saw the Wii U. We saw the Wii U a year before it came out.
Yeah, I mean the Wii U, like what they demoed that in E3 11,
11 or 12, something. Yeah,
wasn't 12.
It
was. I'm pretty sure.
It was 11. We saw a year before it came out.
Yeah, and that's typically what you do. That's why I find it hard to believe that you'll have it for holiday of 13. I think holiday 14, and I think them and the Xbox will come out at the same time.
I hope not. I hope Xbox sits back and watch, because I really think Xbox needs to see, because this is what I'm saying.
There's nothing wrong with the
There's nothing wrong with the current 360. Yeah. The biggest visual thing is that, here's the thing, the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 or 3 both push our televisions to the limit. There's not many people with 4K TVs out there, so let's just wait. Let's see what's great and good about the PlayStation 4, and then Xbox makes another 360 because in my opinion, waiting is not a bad thing. You're not going to hurt anybody. You're not going to lose anybody from waiting. You can just see what they're doing wrong. Like I really wish Xbox had a Blu-ray player. I think it's really upsetting that it doesn't. I wish it had a lot more. It's missing things that the PlayStation had, because the PlayStation came out after it.
Yeah, yeah.
So wait, bide your time, come out a year after it, and fix the things that you saw that they messed up.
In the last generation, Xbox led was the first. They were the lead, and then after that, you saw Nintendo and Sony produced theirs for that was holiday of 06, I believe.
Yeah, and I really do think
Xbox came out in holiday of 05.
I really do believe that PlayStation saw what Xbox did wrong and fixed it. Like,
the big glaring issues, which I will continue to give crap to, now I can't anymore, but was up until recently giving a lot of crap to Microsoft for, is you don't have a browser, and you're the company who, you're the console made by the company who makes browsers.
Yep.
Are you kidding? The Wii had one, and the Wi-Fi. That's just stupid.
Yeah,
that was a way to drag another $50 or $100 out of people. It was.
Well, I remember when the Xbox first came out, they had you could buy an external HD DVD, which was ridiculous. An HD DVD.
It's kind of I would be lying to say that there was a part of me that would kind of like to buy a couple old movies on that just to see what it looked like.
Yeah,
and you probably get them for cheap now on eBay, don't you think?
Possible. It looked like $2. It looked like an external hard drive that you usually put right beside your computer.
You're gonna clutter your Xbox up with it.
Yeah, they need to put a Blu-ray on that thing. They need to have a browser from Jump Street, and whatever graphic card or internals, they need to double them. Just see what the PlayStation 4 does wrong and do it better.
You got a lot to learn from the Wii U.
There's a lot
as far as what not to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about not being able to play usable games, like a one-time use game.
Stupid.
And I think everybody's saying that's a new way that's going to happen, because the used game market is hurting the industry. Because I'll be the first one to tell you, I barely ever buy new games. I'm a used game person. I usually buy my games used. I usually buy, besides Halo 4, that's probably the first new game I've probably bought in a year.
Yeah, and that's we spoke to this on a previous podcast, and that is, when you buy, when you can only buy new games, you can't buy used. Then I'm going to buy Halo, and I'm going to buy stuff like that, but I'm not going to try other stuff that I may not be sure of.
You say that, but you're a gamer. You like video games. You are going to buy them. The problem I see there is this: A, you're going to kill these GameStops and vintage stock and places like that, and also the reason why people buy used games is because new games cost a crap ton of money. $60 for a new game it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I'd be more than happy to pay $40 for a game. That $60 is the mark where I'm like, I'm not gonna spend almost 100.
If you did it to where if you're gonna make us buy new games, then here's what you should do. Then, okay, it comes out at $60. If you want it today, it's $60. But a year from now, it's $50. And then when or depending on how it sells, if the sales go down, all of a sudden, hey, I go to the Target, it's $20. It's $15.
Agreed.
And
have you ever bought anything off the Xbox? Have you ever looked at the titles in the Xbox market, like games?
Yeah,
they're expensive still.
They are.
They're almost at full price that they were when they first came out, and you can't do that to people. You can't have it.
A game that's 2-3 years. I mean, in video game lifespan, I mean, a year is old, but 2-3 years is ancient.
Yeah.
I mean, are you seriously going to charge me like $40 or $50 for a game that's been out for 5 years?
I was thinking about buying San Andreas on Xbox. It was still like $45. The game came out on the original Xbox.
That's Xbox for you, though.
And if Microsoft's going to be controlling that, nobody's going to buy it, man, and you're going to hurt yourself. And I'll tell you this: if the new Xbox has a system where you cannot buy used games, and the PlayStation 4 does not, I'll buy a PlayStation 4. I'll put my money where my mouth is.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to. And then another thing is,
I mean, that may be enough for me too.
So if that's the case, I can't get with it. But that's probably the biggest thing that's coming out with games everybody's talking about.
Fair enough.
You have anything else about this video game stuff, my brother?
No.
All right, let's move on to strange news. We only have one story today right now on the strange news.
Yeah, it was a little slow in the.
A little slow in the strange news category.
We did find. We did kind of get off on down the rabbit hole with that thing that was talking about people who got in trouble for accidental porn or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's sad. It's not funny though, because
like preschool.
You can't be showing porn to kids.
Funny.
That's not funny.
No.
All right, go ahead and take it away.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Go ahead and take it away, Dave. On this
okay.
Strange story.
Andrea Metters disrupts school assembly by stripping, cops say. Police say after a mother got on stage and started to strip during an upstate New York school assembly is facing child endangerment and lewdness charge. Albany police say 24-year-old Andrea Metters was arrested at North Albany Academy on Friday morning. They say police staff told them the assembly was halted and cafeteria cleared after Metters began dancing on stage and took off some of her clothes. She's charged with 7 counts of endangering the welfare of a child and 1 count of public lewdness. Blah, 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 blah.
This is sad.
Here's the thing. You're thinking, because you guys are listening to the audio cast, you're thinking, wow, a 24-year-old stripping, that can't be bad. No.
She's ugly as all get out.
She's got she got one eye looking at you and the other eye looking off to the side.
And she's cockeyed and all good.
I mean, I'm like, who are you talking to?
Yeah,
she's not an attractive woman. And what the hell were you thinking?
She must have been on drugs.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, your kids are going to school there. You're going to get on table and start stripping in front of your kids and classmates?
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous.
I don't ever, want children to be taken away from their parents. I think that's just a horrible, horrible thing to do.
I don't think this is a take your children away from
but you know what?
Crime.
But
this is just really poor judgment on her part.
No, she's on drugs. That's not poor judgment. She's on drugs. You said, but you're going to have to go to school with, you're going to go to school.
I think that's where you open up an investigation to see what else is going on because it's indicative of problems.
You take your kids. I think you should take the kids. You give them the grandparents.
For stripping?
At their school? At their school.
At their school? I mean, no.
Okay, your mom comes to your school, so she's taking her clothes off. You don't think there's problems there?
There's problems, but not well enough to take your kids away.
I don't think you should be having kids if you can't.
But you can't unhave them
if you don't have enough common sense.
Well,
that you should be stripping in front of your kids, then you don't need to have kids. How are we supposed to say this woman should be able to take care of her life?
How did this get into a really serious discussion?
I don't know, man.
So, all right. Anyway.
All right. Well, you know what? This has been a good long week. But that's the story, guys. That's our strange story. A woman taking her clothes off in front of her school and messing things up. Please.
Crazy world.
People, please keep your clothes on.
Remember, tip of the week, keep your clothes on.
Always. Unless you're having sex.
Unless you're hot.
Oh, yeah. Man. There's nothing better than being hot and having sex. Like I am. With women. My women's. This is the Red Room Reviews.
Like throw in with women.
Of course.
I mean, who else would it be?
All right. Well, this is Red Room Reviews.
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Return of the Jedi. I can't do a finger point very well.
Obviously, you can't. Please go to our website, theredroomreview.com. Check us out on the Twitter at the Red Room Review. That's at the Red Room Review. Keep looking for us, and we'll maybe do some special things, and we'll just keep you guys informed. Like I said, check our Twitter feed and stream and all that other stuff, and we'll be around. Dave, what are you going to do this week?
Well, this week I am going to work on some projects.
Like what projects? You're going to go to the projects and
I'm going to work on them.
You're going to work on them?
Like
right.
literally work on. No. Really, this week is just going to be kind of to get caught up on some stuff that I've been putting off.
You know, I'm going to do this week. I'm going to go play some golf. It's nice.
That's what we're going to do.
I think we're going to do that right
here
now.
in a few minutes, actually.
Go hit the links.
See you, suckers.
I'm the only black person on the golf course. Anyway.
4. Why? Did you hit a ball net? No, I got a black guy with me.
Yeah. All right, guys. I want you guys to be good to each other, be kind, and have a great rest of your week. Dave, anything to say?
I got a million ways to get it.
Peace.
Choose one. Hey, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. I'm